I am really excited about our next guest. As a point of introduction, I will give him an opportunity to introduce himself.
Hi, my name is Daniel Gandert. I'm a clinical assistant professor here at Northwestern School of Law.
Perfect. Professor Gandert is a really fascinating, brilliant, intelligent, very engaging professor. And I should share this for the listeners. So Professor Gannett was my professor for negotiations, and that, above anything else in my law school experience, was a very, very positive experience. I enjoyed that class a lot, and in many ways it gave me some of the building blocks that I still stand on today as part of my career. So with that, Professor Gandert, I do want to use this opportunity to just thank you person to person. So we're here in this conference room, and we're going through a couple of questions. This topic is around the law department as a business enabler. And his perspective is a bit unique as an educator. You know, Professor Gandert, you helped to shape legal minds. So I really welcome your perspective as part of this executive conversation series. So maybe we can start out with an interesting fact about your background.
Okay, well, at one point, I was a page turner for pianists, meaning that I was the one who would turn the pages for them.
Okay.
I got to go on tour with a chorus to Washington, D.C., and I debuted the first ever sonata for page turner and piano, where the pianist is the accompaniment.
Wow.
And the page turner is the instrumentalist in that. And it's on YouTube, actually.
It's on YouTube? Okay.
Yeah.
You may get some folks to ask for your autograph, just so you know. No pressure on that. So the topic at hand, the law department is a business enabler. There's this impression of what the law department's mission should be. Should the law department be a business protector or a business enabler? And we believe that the law department should and can do both.
I agree on that.
Expand on your agreement.
Well, first of all, I feel like for any business, the law department is the last line of defense against anything. It's also very often the only area of a company that's really looking at the risks, that's really looking at, well, what are the contingencies if this type of thing happens? One of the problems because of that is that people will often see the legal department as the ones getting in the way of the deal, the ones who are taking away from value. Yeah, we were going to get this, and you basically ruined everything. So while the law department needs to be looking out for that type of contingency, they should be also looking for creative solutions as well at the same time. They should, instead of just being the ones who say no, they should, if they're doing a good job, they should be able to find, well, we can't do this, but we can go this other way instead.
Interesting.
And I feel like one of the problems is that a lot of the lawyers find the problems, but they're not finding the solutions.
To be fair to lawyers, right? Lawyers get trained in law school.
Yes.
And you happen to have a relatively sizable stake in shaping legal minds here at Northwestern University School of Law. We believe that one of the critical elements to positioning a law department, and frankly lawyers, to be business enablers starts with skill sets and skill development. Maybe talk us through some of the classes that you teach here at Northwestern University School of Law, and maybe how you approach both skill exposure and skill application.
Okay. Well, I actually am a firm believer in skill exposure in all areas of law. One thing, part of my mindset, which is contrary to a lot of other people advising law students, is that going through law school, you should be exposed to as much as possible. For example, if someone says that they want to go into corporate law, mergers and transactions, my view is, well, they should definitely take trial advocacy, because they need to be exposed to the other area of law just to know what it's out. Maybe they really like it and don't know what their passion is. Same thing, if they think that, yeah, I want to be a litigator, well, I think that they should take the corporate law classes for that. But that's just because I think it'll make someone a well-rounded attorney. It makes them understand all areas, and people often think they want to do something and find out that they really have a passion in somewhere that's different. Now, I teach a lot of skills in my classes. In the negotiation classes that I teach, students learn basic negotiation skills. And I believe that that's paramount for all areas of law. No matter which area you practice, you're going to be negotiating. Even
Absolutely.
if students don't go into practice, they'll find a way that they're negotiating. So I believe that that's really important. I love during the course of a semester seeing how the students' skills develop, watching them during the early negotiations, and then see the difference in the final negotiations of the semester. I find that really rewarding, actually.
Yeah, that's very meaningful work, and that trajectory from the first part of the semester towards the end of the semester when the light bulbs are on, right? They're not
Yes.
just going off, but the light bulbs are on around